Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa Ellen Arianis, T.E.A, and this is Tea Time Adventures on YouTube. What is it? It is time for trash talk and empties. So obviously my trash bag is empty because I've got everything laid out, sort of prepared for this little chat that we're going to have here. I think I did okay this month, but there is a little bit of declutter going on. So let's go ahead and get into some of the declutters. Now, the first couple of items, I have no idea how long I've had them, but none of them appealed to me. So the first thing was South of France Orange Blossom Honey soap, like bar soap. It smells nice, great here, but when you lather it up, it just didn't have the right scent to it. I don't know how long ago I got this. Somewhere in the pandemic. It may have come from FabFitFun before I started my channel, so 3-5 years. I don't know. I tried it once or twice, kept putting it back in the box, tried it again. It's just, at this point, it's just a declutter. So it is South of France. If you like bar soap, then this might be the thing for you, but I just threw the soap away, and I'm decluttering the box just to show off. Same thing with this. I think I got this, again, out of a box. I don't know how long ago. Aromas, Exquisite Aromatherapy Fragrance, Spearmint and Rosemary Triple Milled Soap. Who are you by? Oh, I got this at World Market. I haven't been to World Market, which is downtown, since before the pandemic began. Because downtown is not handicap friendly anymore because the restaurants moved onto the street so they could keep their businesses, and they have not moved back. So to me, I can't get dropped off in front of a business downtown. I have to get dropped off somewhere in a parking lot too far away, so I don't go downtown. But this was World Market. You would think it would smell absolutely lovely. I love mints and rosemary together, but it's just that whole bar soap experience. Just tried it a couple of times, put it back, put it away, got it out, tried it again, put it back, put it away. After this, I just said nope. So I chucked the rest of the soap and showing off my empties. So it's sort of a declutter at the same time. I didn't use it up. Same thing with this Henna Color Lab all natural shampoo bar in minty mix. I don't like shampoo bars. I just don't. I used to love bar soap when I was much younger. 60s, 70s, 80s. Anybody remember Vel soap? V-E-L, Vel soap. I still have a bar, and I keep it just for the smell, just for the memories. But this is a shampoo bar. Should smell nice. Tried it a couple of times. It's too harsh in my hair to scrub back and forth that hard on a very square rectangle thing. It doesn't even smell really minty. So again, it's a declutter and throw away for something that I have no idea how long ago I got it, and I don't remember where I got it. So that should tell you something right there. The next is sort of a declutter too, and this was a castor oil kit. Now, one of my work besties, Sarah, and I were trying to grow our lashes longer. I have none to speak of. It's less than 1/4 of an inch. That's why I draw my eyelashes on crayon style. So I did try the castor oils, and it does work. You don't have to have anything specific with castor oil. You just have to have a little spoolie, put it on before you go to bed at night and wake up in the morning, and over 2 weeks, a month, it does help your lashes grow. You don't need a specific serum to help. However, I didn't like waking up with like crusty eyes, so this expired in 2023, so I probably bought it at least 3 years before that, so we're talking 5 years, and it was just organic cold pressed castor oil that came in, it had a little dropper, and then it came with these, so you could either use a spoolie or you could use it like a little brush. So you've got the spoolies, and this was an Amazon buy, or you have the little brush that you can paint your eyelashes on. It just wasn't my thing. I've never had long lashes. Mascara gives me blisters on the inside of my waterline on the inside. So it feels like there's something scraping my eyeball. So that's why I don't use mascara of any type. Even the kind that's hyperallergenic, can't wear it. It causes blisters on the inside of my eyelids. Teeny, teeny, tiny little ones. And that's no fun because it just sit there doing like that. I'm not winking at anybody. So getting rid of the castor oil kit. So there is that. So the next thing I wanted to go over was some of the food products that I've had this month. Now, some of you may remember my Amazon haul, and I accidentally got a Premier protein in the wrong flavor. I usually get chocolate peanut butter and irresistible salted caramel, and I accidentally picked up the Indulgence series chocolate covered strawberry. And it's nice, but I'm not going to get it again. I will go through the case that I have. It's just not the flavor that I want. I like the chocolate peanut butter salt. I like the chocolate salted, or the salted caramel, sweet and salty. And this is just, it's sort of an artificial strawberry flavor. So it's not the flavor that I want. Premier Protein, however, as a whole, to me is the best protein drink. It's 30 grams of protein, 170 calories, only 3 grams of sugar. There's a lot of manganese, magnesium, phosphorus, biotin, folate, niacin, thiamine, vitamin E, vitamin A. So there's a lot of good stuff in this brand, no matter what flavor you pick. It just wasn't the flavor for me. Next up came across this on Amazon, and it is a Campbell's cooking sauces, creamy Parmesan. Add chicken, add vegetables, add pasta, whatever you want to do. It's basically an Alfredo. I picked it up something cheap. I can't remember where I got it. I mean, how much it cost, but it was Amazon. And I'd definitely get it again. I've got a few other of their cooking sauces up there. Definitely want to try them. I highly recommend this. It tastes really good. You can put it on spaghetti. You can add chicken. I think we add chicken mushrooms and onions and pasta, and this was great. We had made a really nice meal out of it. The next thing is apple cookies, and gosh. This was one of Universal Yums. This is the very last Universal Yums holdover from October, November, December, whenever I was getting it. So they were okay. They're a little dry. Not my thing, but they were basically an apple cinnamon cookie. Now here's the next one that we tried. I picked it up at the grocery store, but I do believe Costco has larger versions of this. It's Kevin's Paleo Korean barbecue style beef strips in a soy-free bulgogi style sauce. Fully cooked, keep refrigerated, heated up. We plopped it over rice. We were happy. So I don't know how much it cost. I picked it up at Ralph's, but I do believe Costco has it as well. It might be in a double pack or a bigger version of this. So I do recommend this. It's nothing spicy. It's just sort of a sweet, not quite teriyaki, not quite barbecue, but it is really tasty. So I do recommend that. All right, into the flat goods we go. So I went through 2 packs of makeup wipes. And the first one I had just gotten off of Amazon, and it was a brightening vitamin C facial cleanser / makeup wipes. So I went through that. I know I have to be careful with those. Some of them seem a little dried out, so it's hit and miss when you get those 2 or 4 packs off of Amazon, but they were okay. We got the Creme Shop, and I think I got this, well, it was, I want to say, somebody sent it to me because I've got a blurb of ink back here, but it did not survive. So I can't remember who gave this to me. I don't think I bought it. Somebody gave it to me. If you're that somebody, let me know. Because the ink, when I wrote that person's name, is now like smeared. So I have no idea. So I'm sure somebody gave it to me. I don't think I went out and bought it from the Tony Moly site. So, but yeah. Did I get it off of Ipsy instead? I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, they were good. They were moist enough, and they did their job since I just deal with eyes and lips. All right. The next 3 are little they're called like night masks, but they're basically little gel serums. And I got these off of T.E.A. I bought huge packs of them. I know I've given them out, I've shared them out, etc., etc. They just do a nice little job, just like a little aloe vera type gel with some serum in it, and just enough to put it on. You don't really even have to wash it off the next morning. It absorbs really well. They do well for the amount that is in there, which is 4 mil. I can't tell, but they're about 3 or 4 mil each, and I went through 3 of those. The next one is Spothecary Cherry Merlot Dreams Smoothing Sheet Mask, Black Cherry Melatonin and Collagen. This was gifted to me by Erlene. Did we do it? Wow, I'm getting old, can't remember. I think we did a collab with it, with the girlies, the Christine, the Erlene, and the Mary and me. I think we did again. I think we did. Somebody remind me. Wow. I'm not remembering stuff these days. Okay, so, but it was a lovely mask. It smelled really nice, or grapey, winey at the same time, but oh, it was very nice. I did go through some eye masks. I did a good job with the eye masks. So the first one was a Grace and Stella, the firming eye masks, and those were the gold and silver ones that I had picked up direct from Grace and Stella or Amazon. I can't remember. See, I'm losing my mind. So, but they are nice. I do like them. Sometimes the gold ones just kind of stick there, and I don't get as much benefit from just the plain gold ones, but they have other colors. They have blue and they have pink. Each has a different property, and so this was, I believe, the gold with colloidal, is it colloidal silver? So it's a good sort of healing sort of thing. So I do recommend those. The next one was a Spa Life. I don't know where I got that. Doesn't have anybody's name written on it. So Spa Life eye mask. So those were good. So Hydrogel Eye Therapy EVIO Skin Tear Catchers Hydrate and Brighten, and this was gifted to me by Kim Fermiglia. Wow, cannot talk today either. Can't think, can't talk. Kim. Oh, the Kim's a little of a lot. So this came in friend mail. I think the huge batch she gave me, I want to say back in December. So I went through those. The next one really surprised me. I really, really enjoyed these. And that was Global Beauty Care Under Eye Pads. They're bigger than normal, and they're super soft, more clothy, like a sheet mask is clothy, than the hydrogels. And this was gifted to me by Wavy Like the Ocean. I'm an awesome subscriber. Thank you, Michelle. But I really enjoyed these. They do hang down pretty far, but they do cover from like the crease to the tear point here, and they were pretty saturated. I think I watched a half-an-hour program with them on them. They didn't slip, they didn't slide. So I believe this is a Dollar Tree item. So the Global Beauty Care Under Eye Pads with Cucumber. So definitely recommend those. Thank you, Michelle. All right, so we're going through some more of the face masks. So we have the Berries Bubble Tea Sheet Mask, again, gifted to me by Kim Vermiglia. Kim's a little of a lot. I thought it was supposed to bubble, but it's just really a scent. It's not a foaming one. So I wasn't sure about that one, but it was nice. It smelled really pretty. So I definitely recommend those. I believe they originally came from Ipsy, but this one was gifted to me by Kim. Thank you, Kim. Next is a collagen sheet mask, and I got this off of Amazon in a set, and I think it's CeraVe, or CeraVe, CELAVI, CeraVe. So, and this was their collagen mask. I do like the brands. I do purchase these over and over, so they're a good brand. The next one is Mask Bar Wrinkle Reducing Sheet Mask. And I don't know where I got it. I got it somewhere. I might have come in the Amazon haul, but I don't think so. Don't know where I got it. It worked like it should. I'm happy with it. The next was Esfolio. They are one of my favorite brands. Esfolio Aloe Essence Sheet Mask. And this came off of my Shop Miss A haul. So I always do about once a year haul, and I always get some unusual face masks as well as lotions and hair masks, etc., and a few other things here and there, but this is Esfolio. I love their stuff. The next one was Snail Honey Jelly Mask, and this was, again, Shop Miss A haul. I think this was an anti-wrinkle and brightening, and it's a hydrogel. It's got double sheets on it. I don't enjoy those, picking apart those double sheets with that weird plasticky stuff on it. I like the smell and everything of this one, and it did a good job as far as serums go, but I don't like the hydrogels that you have to pick apart or feel the same texture as like the under eye pads. I don't like that for a whole face mask. So very cute. I thought it was cute. So would I get it again? Probably not. We have got something that was left over from Temu, and it is definitely, it was past its prime. It was one of the items that I was trying to use up. Hemiel, H-E-M-E-I-E-L, and it was a honey mask that removes toxins, wrinkles, revitalize firmness, apitoxin repair mask. I've noticed this brand specifically seems to dry out fairly quickly. I think I tried their donkey milk one, and I won't do that again because it pretty much stinks like rotten donkey milk. But this one should have smelled like honey. It only vaguely smelled like honey, so I don't recommend this brand whether you pick it up at Temu or anywhere else, but it's, there you go right there. I don't recommend the brand. The next item was a big Tony Moly Intense Care 24 karat snail hydrogel mask. As you can see, I squeezed every little bit of serum out of that. But again, I don't like the hydrogel masks. I don't like having something that feels, the texture feels like an entire under eye mask over my whole face. And this I got directly from Tony Moly. It probably came in one of their bundles. If you like that type of mask, then you're going to love this. I don't like that type of mask, but it came with a bundle. The next is one of the older ones, Amazon from 2023, expired, and that was the Super Beauty mask in rose. So it's the honey Jarrett's rose blended with Jarrett tea. I love this mask, I really do. I probably should have used it before it expired 2 years ago. But it's a great mask. Wow, I'm taking a long time with my empties. The last mask is the collab with Kim and Kim. It's a Teresa sandwich between hanging out with Kimmy, and Kim Vermiglia. Kim's a little of a lot. So we just had that. I believe we've all just picked our winners as well. Lovely mask, smelled gorgeous. Kimmy got it from the Dollar Tree, and it was a beautiful little mask. I still like the smell. I can still smell it. It's wonderful. So thank you, ladies. I appreciate you both. You know I will always collab with you. All right, next thing. Kind of weird. Gaviscon. Extra strength antacid, cherry flavor. Now, there's a lot of different antacids out there. There's Tums. There's actually, I don't even know if Rolaids still exist. There's Tums. There's a bunch of other ones. But what I like about Gaviscon is that once you chew it, it actually foams up in your mouth. I know that sounds gross, but it foams up in your mouth. Chew, chew, chew. Don't put any water there. Just chew, chew, chew. And when you swallow, it forms a barrier. That foam. And we all know how the human body works, but when something wants to come back up, that foam is going to keep it down. So you're not going to have that acid reflux sort of reaction to it. So I definitely recommend Gaviscon. It might be not the most cost-effective antacid. You probably can get, Alka-Seltzer or something cheaper. But I like having this at my bedside for in the middle of the night. Grab like 2 or 3 of them, chew, 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 swallow, swallow, swallow. That barrier is there to keep everything down there and not coming back up. So there's that. We've got one of my favorite perfumes, Body Fantasies, the Sweet Sunrise. It is a sweet orange with a slight floral scent to it, and this is one of my regular perfumes, that and their cotton candy. So between this Sweet Sunrise and the cotton candy, that's my daily perfume, back and forth, depending on what I'm wearing. But I do recommend it. It is a pharmacy brand, a dime store, a drugstore brand. So you're probably only going to pay $6, $7 for it, but I just love it. All right, here's one. Andre IQ's eye makeup correctors. And they're just basically little Q-tips. but I can keep this at work. I can keep it at my bedside before I go on here and correct any smudges or whatever. So that's what I do. This goes to work, and when I put my makeup on at work, I can correct stuff. You could probably chop, little Q-tips or whatever in half and put micellar water in there. But I like these. I've gone through a couple of these over the last couple of years. I just thought they were a good deal. I thought they were a good item. Next up is finishing up. I finished one of my good stuffs. Yes, that big thing that I did back in April. Yes, actually, I think I this was part of the information in the April Use Your Good stuff, but I started it back in January, and I take turns with toners, but this is the Tea Time by Biro, and is the English Breakfast Tea Essence, aka toner. I love this stuff. Definitely time to recycle it. I used it up, and I'm so happy that I did. I love this stuff. Next item, I believe I got this in Birchbox. Eva NYC Stay Hydrated Leave-In Conditioner. It was two full ounces. And actually, I've got it on my hair now. I used the last of it. It definitely gives it, I think, a nice shine. It contains the frizz. So I would get it again if it was a choice in Birchbox or an add-on at Ipsy. So again, it is mindfully made without sulfates, parabens, or phthalates. With hyaluronic acid and vegan collagen. So Stay Hydrated Leave-In Conditioner by Eva NYC. So good stuff, good stuff. Oh, I forgot, this is a declutter. N-A-T-I-V-A Spa Rose Lotion. Ah, Tracy, you love rose lotions. You love the scent of rose. Except this. I've put it on my arms at night, and I had to get up and go wash my arms. It doesn't really smell like rose. There's just a darker scent to it. Dirt for all I know. But I didn't care for it, so it's actually a declutter. I've maybe used it twice, and both times I'd have to get up in the middle of the night if I put it on before bedtime and go wash my arms. Hate that. I hate throwing stuff away, but I just can't take the scent. So that's a throwaway. But we also have a Tony Moly. Again, Use Your Good stuff. I put a sticker on it. This was started in April, and this came from a Tony Moly bundle. They have monthly bundles of like 11 items for, I don't know, 45, 50 bucks. I'm Rose Revitalizing Sleeping Mask. So this is basically a jelly mask that you put on to hydrate your skin. It's not as heavy as a cream moisturizer, but it's but it is heavier than a serum, so it acts as a go-between, and I love this. This is Rose. I'm Rose. They have sheet masks also with that as well. I think there's a few other things, but I definitely recommend it. So I use my good stuff. Next item is Sakura little hand lotion, and it's bled to death, but that does say T.E.A. And I got this. It looks like it's got, like an ice cream cone, but when you open it up, look at that. That's like an icing drizzle sort of thing that you're doing cupcakes on. So I thought that was just stinking cute. I think I've got one or two more scents of this. They're just sweet little, gel lotions. So enough for your hands just to hydrate you. It's not going to be heavy duty moisturizer, but it was cute. It was stinking cute, and I liked it. I think I've got one more. Scent, at least blueberry. But definitely, if you see that on Temu, who knows what we can find on Temu these days, I'd get that one again. So next one is a Temu item that was an absolute fail. Egg timer. Now you're supposed to put this in the water with the eggs, and it's supposed to do something to tell you, is it hard-boiled, is it medium or soft? It did squat, except sit in the water. Nothing moved, nothing brightened, nothing moved. It just sat in the water, so it's an absolute waste of time. So egg timer BS. Definitely declutter and get rid of that. So yeah, where's that? We're down to the last couple of items, and again, we've got another declutter. This is a plumping lip gloss in T.E.A. Beauty, and I tried it maybe 3 or 4 times. It burns. It burns. I've decided I just don't like plumping lotions. I think I got rid of all the eye method beauty ones as well, just because it just burns. I don't want my lips to burn. If I've got a thinner upper lip, oh well. I'm not exactly a model, so who cares? So I'm decluttering this. Next up is, I found this on Temu, and I cannot find it again, but I found an NYX on Amazon that is a red lip liner, and I use it as an eyeliner slash red eyeshadow. And I used it up, and I can't find it again, but I did find that good replacement, which is the NYX red eyeliner, so I'm okay with it. The last item is 24 hours stay Maybelline in, I believe this is it fuchsia? Yep, it's fuchsia, something fuchsia. I've used it up. You can't, I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's really nothing left down here. It's just dried and smeared. There is some of the this left, but I don't care enough to I can use it right now before I throw it away. There's always extra, and I don't really need to keep it. So I do have this in my cart on Amazon for when I get paid again to replace the fuchsia, and then go from there. So that's it. That is my trash talk and empties for the month of July. I think I did a good job. There's a good mix of items in here. Rather than do taste tests, at least I'm giving you a review of some of the food products. Like I said, go look for those Campbell's cooking sauces. Go look for Kevin's brand of paleo foods. I'm not on a paleo diet. I'm not on a diabetic diet. I'm not on any sort of diet. I should be, but I'm not. But that was good. We both found it very tasty, and we just kept it simple. Just plopped it on top of rice, and I think it was a packet of jasmine rice, and we were good to go. That is a quick meal. We probably could have hashtag apartment living. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go before I hit the 30-minute mark. Thank you so much, everyone, for visiting with me today. I truly do appreciate each and every one of you. What was the most intriguing item that I am trashing today? Let me know in the comments down below. Please take good care of yourselves. Take good care of each other. Remember to hydrate with more than just water. You need your electrolytes, sunblock, an umbrella, a hat, something. Stay cool in front of a fan that's making white noise on the side of me here, air conditioning, whatever you need to make it through this summer. Take care, everybody. Bye.